Hello everyone, this tarot reading is going to be focusing on what your spirit guides or your higher self want you to stop giving your energy to, or what they want you to ignore or stop worrying about or stop paying so much attention to. Okay, so the first two cards we have is the bear and the fox. Now something immediately stood out to me with these two cards, because the bear says danger, especially in money matters, and the fox says shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Now both the bear and the fox are both hiding behind bushes, so you can't fully see them. And that instantly made me feel like your higher self is actually highlighting your imagination more than your reality. Okay? So I feel like some of you are thinking about the worst case scenarios. Maybe money stressing you out at the moment. Maybe you've started a new job. Maybe you started your own business. Maybe you're thinking about leaving a relationship. Maybe you've met someone new. Maybe you started studying something, or maybe you've simply decided to change the direction of your life. Whatever it is, because you cannot see the outcome, your mind is trying to fill in the blanks, yeah? And unfortunately, I feel like it's filling them with fear instead of possibility, okay? And I think you're thinking, what if it doesn't work out? What if you haven't got, enough money? How are you going to manage? How are you going to survive? What if it all goes wrong? How are you going to achieve this? Whatever it is, yeah? And it's almost like you're trying to solve problems that don't even exist yet. And you're trying to plan for situations that haven't even happened, okay? And you're trying to prepare for the outcomes that may never happen, all right? But my darling, because you can't see what's behind the bushes, it's like it is your imagination creating every possible worst case scenario. And it's funny because when I was like meditating on your cards, I don't know what was going on, but it just came to me. Like, you imagine walking through the woods in the UK and convincing yourself a bear's about to jump out. The reality is that is incredibly unlikely. Now with hedgehogs, the little fuckers, that is a big possibility. But a bear, no. I feel like your mind is preparing you for something that isn't probably going to happen or isn't there. Yeah. Now what I really love is that what sits right next to them, okay, at the bottom of the decks. You've got flowers, happiness, and you've got door, opportunities are waiting for you. Now, to me, that feels like spirit saying the complete opposite of what your fears are telling you. Where you're expecting problems, spirit is showing happiness, okay? Where you're expecting dead ends, spirit is showing opportunities. Where you're expecting things to go wrong, spirit is showing you another door opening. There are solutions here, my darling, okay? There are opportunities here. You just can't see them yet because you're not there yet, okay? Now, with the Fool, I love this because if you look at him, he is not paying any attention to the bear or the fox hiding in the bushes, okay? He is completely focused on his own journey. He is trusting, he is following his instincts, and he is taking one step at a time. And I think that's exactly what Spirit's asking you to do, okay, or your higher self is. Because let's be honest, if, my darling, you were really in danger, your instincts would know. Your intuition would guide you, and you would know exactly what you need to do in that moment. That's what your intuition's there for, okay? But I don't actually feel that's the message here. I feel like your higher self and spirit are actually asking you to trust that you are okay. Trust that you are protected. Trust that you are being guided. And trust that you do not need to have the whole journey figured out before taking the next steps, okay? And with Ten of Cups, this to me feels like the reassurance. To me, this says that there is happiness, there is emotional fulfillment, and there is something positive waiting for you further down this path, okay? I also feel Spirit's actually reminding you that you're not walking this path alone. You are being supported, even if you can't physically see that support right now. Now, with the Four of Swords reverse, it was really interesting because when I was meditating on the cards, the way that I saw it, it was kind of like I saw him like falling onto the three swords. Okay, it's kind of like him being pierced by the three swords, which made me think of the Three of Swords in tarot, and that that made me think about old memories and old pain and disappointments or old experiences. It's kind of like what I get with this. It's like your past is whispering, remember what happened last time, or don't forget how that ended, or be careful, don't trust it. And before you know it, you're no longer looking at the present situation. It's like you're looking at the present through the eyes of the past. Okay, it's kind of what I get with this. And with the Knight of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of the deck as well, again, it feels very similar. Old mindsets, doubting yourself, thinking about giving up before you've even really begun, questioning as well whether you're capable, questioning whether you're making the right decision. So I actually feel that the Four of Swords And the Knight of Pentacles reverse are kind of mirroring that bear and the fox. They're talking about fear or old programming or old experiences, trying to convince you that this new journey will end exactly the same way. But, my darling, I don't think it will. I feel your spirit guides and your higher self are really asking you to stop giving your energy to trying to work out exactly how everything's going to happen, or how is it going to work, or how are you going to get there, or how are you going to manage, or what if it fails, what if you're not good enough, whatever. Instead, keep moving forward, keep taking one step at a time, keep following what your intuition is calling you towards, okay? Because I really do feel like you're moving in a brand new direction, or you've recently started something new, and it's kind of like as soon as you did, that's when then the fears and the worries kind of kicked in. But, my darling, I honestly feel you are okay, and I feel you are protected, and I feel you are supported, and I feel Spirit is walking alongside you every step of the way. You do not need to know every single step before you take the first one. You know, think about climbing a staircase. You don't stand at the bottom trying to figure out every single step before you start climbing. You simply take the first one, then the second, then the third, okay? And before you know it, you've reached to the top. And I feel like life's working exactly in the same way. So today, take today's step. Tomorrow will reveal tomorrow's step. Trust yourself, my darling, trust your intuition, and trust that Spirit already knows the path ahead, even if you don't. All right?